Prepare for landing, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Calcutta.
Calcutta is the capital of West Bengal, near Bangladesh and India's eastern borderland. It is one of the most densely populated regions of the world and a major hub for human trafficking. The ever-growing population struggles with limited resources, such as clean water and power. My name is Nicole Watson, and I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization called the Iconic Earth Foundation. We connect NGOs with donated solar energy and water filtration systems around the world. I'm heading to an organization called Sanlaap that rescues girls from sex trafficking to document the impact of our program at the shelter.
This is the entryway here. We have 3 dogs, so they've been with us for quite a while.
Is this the security here?
Yes. It's hi baby, hi baby. We have 130 girls and women staying with us. Most of them are Indians. We have a portion who's from Bangladesh.
Yep.
And we have a very small
Hi, how are you?
portion who's from Nepal.
So they're going to school?
Yeah, they're going to school. So we're focusing on sex trafficking as a whole.
What ages are they?
So it's usually between the age of 8 to 10 or 12. That's the very vulnerable group that we're getting these days. They are brought in the name of marriage, in the name of work, in the name of medical treatment, and then sold off into brothels. The biggest way to break them is to rape them, and then the girls start thinking that they're so impure. And whatever little interaction they have with the trafficker or the pimp, it's always some level of abuse or blackmail. So we have counselors who give a one-on-one counseling. Then we do group therapy sessions also. So we do life skill education where we build up the confidence of the girls and tell them that they have no reason to hate themselves and that they're very strong women. And we try to make them feel better about themselves and make sure that when they are back into mainstream society, their vulnerability is reduced and they know that, what to do and what not to do to protect themselves. This is a pen.
And we help out with daily needs of the girls, like medical care, also their living costs and whatnot. One of my missions from the beginning has been to do well in every way. So when we were first designing the shelter that was built over here, we wanted to make it so it was sustainably developed. I would love for all the shelters that we have to be completely off the grid and essentially run on solar power.
If you're located in the outskirts of Kolkata, there is always massive power cuts throughout the day. So, there are days when we don't have electricity for close to like 18 hours, sometimes for 2 days at a stretch. A lot of these girls are confined in dark places. A lot of these girls are abused in really shady hotels. So for them, darkness is always associated with fear, abuse, torture, exploitation. So we always used to see, whenever there was a huge power cut, especially in the evening onwards, the girls used to get very agitated, or there was some amount of girls, huddling together, or some girl, absolutely crying because she was so scared.
It's me.
The shelter home has rescued over 10,000 girls since its inception in 1987.
Last time we were here, there was like a big crate of all the solar energy equipment, and they hadn't started setting up. But I know the workers are here today working on the setup on the roof. And once we find Priyanka, she's going to let us know how everything's going with the solar and the water filtration.
Hi, how have you been?
Good. You look great.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
This is the solar panel which was donated. The sunlight is absorbed here, and through this wire, it goes to the battery. From the panel, the energy comes to the batteries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batteries. And from the battery, it goes to the inverter. And from the inverter, through this wire, it goes to the residential area of the girls.
One of the biggest things that we received from Terra Global was the water purification system. So the girls no longer need to boil the water to drink it. They can get it straight from the tap.
With the plumbing set up for the water filter system, the shelter now has regular access to clean, filtered drinking water.
After putting this up, the girls have electricity 24/7, which is something that's never happened before. One of the biggest but invisible benefits of the solar equipment has been on the psychological well-being of the girls, to be very honest. It's definitely helped reduce that fear to a great extent.
I'm studying in class 11. Now I can study at night because of solar power.
One of the best things about what I do is coming here and seeing the girls and seeing the resilience in all of the girls. I think if you didn't know the background of these girls, you'd be hard-pressed to guess that that was their background, because they are so happy and so enthusiastic about everything that they're doing. And one of our initiatives right now is for each of our shelters to be financially self-sustaining. And our next big initiative that's coming up is to build a very large shelter. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away from here that'll house 800 girls.
And we will definitely set up solar equipment in the new building. And we've learned about the benefits. We can see the benefits.
We're also working on getting the government to enforce the laws. Support from the police has definitely increased, and support from the public has also increased.
When I came to Sanlaap, I found that despite a traumatic past, these young female survivors are thriving. The shelter is giving them the tools to build a sustainable future, and the key is compassion. The girls now have consistent clean energy and filtered water, and it's these microcosms that make the earth a better place for all.
By some sheer magic, I came into this kind of work, and then I started looking at children's rights and women's rights. We have been able to change the scenario in India about trafficking.